Oh boy. Oh man, is your money safe in the bank? Can we call it money anymore? Should we just call it CBDC? Because bank to pilot CBDC, and as soon as just a few weeks here, folks, because this story, this headline, I'm gonna put it on the screen so you guys can see it. It says that bank to pilot CBDC in April. So we are literally weeks away from what they're describing as a digital payments system, which will be launched for retail purchases and peer-to-peer transactions, according to a central bank official. Okay, now we got some details we need to go through here. The central bank digital currency, the CBDC, the digital currency, the digital dollar, is ready for its pilot phase, folks, and this is not good. Hey, real quick, I want to thank everybody for always giving my videos a like and subscribing to the channel. I really do appreciate it. Allowing me to continuously bring you guys the news and the information, these updates, and I really do appreciate every single one of you guys. Just don't even understand. You don't even know. So thank you so much. Please share this information with anybody you think it will be helpful with or helpful to, because there's a lot going on and a lot that's not necessarily being shared with everyone that is keeping them in the dark. And I think it's by design. So folks, you know, I just want to make sure everybody has access to the truth. The pilot will work on real operations for real people. But here's the kicker. But only for a limited number of people. But only for a limited number of people. So what we have to understand here in this particular situation, we need to look at events and be able to connect dots, okay, and analyze and predict and project, okay, because what happens for one group of people, what happens for one country, what happens for one currency, they're all going to end up happening for everyone in some way, shape, or form. Granted, the first mover may not be the best, and each subsequent mover will improve or could potentially get worse. I mean, anything is possible. But if we don't know what's going on, if we're blind, if we're ignorant, if we're left in the dark like they want us to be, then realistically, we don't really stand a chance, okay? So I think it's very important that we have this information. And it says that the central bank will pilot the CBDC with sets of selected clients. So not everybody's included, which is the complete opposite of what the Fed is saying the CBDC is supposed to be here in America for, which is for inclusion and greater access to funding and helping those who are traditionally underbanked or unbanked. And this is after the pilot. The bank will decide on the ways to expand the project, and odds are the expansion won't necessarily be in the favor of the people. But regardless, check this out. This, like I said, we need to pay attention to what's going on so that we can plan and prepare, encourage cold storage. You know, that's my jam right there. I know it's coming, so I'm preparing for it. You guys do what you want, but this here says this is an alert. This is alarming because it's coming from Russia, okay? And it says that central bank in Russia first proposed a CBDC project in October of 2020. And when it published a consultation paper outlining potential designs of the digital ruble in later comments. And the bank said that the project can help decrease the Russian economy's dependency on the US dollar and mitigate the impact of foreign sanctions on the country since its invasion of Ukraine. So this actually, in my opinion, spells out some very shocking and alarming news and information as far as Russia's intentions and what they're planning to do next. But also, they don't want the control of the US dollar, nor would they want the control of CBDC that would be rolled out by the US Federal Reserve, the US Central Bank. So they're gonna create their own. They're gonna create their own pilot program. They're gonna create their own currency that they're gonna use because they know what that means, okay? So we need to know what that means too, because ultimately we could be sanctioned. Think about that. We as US citizens could be sanctioned. And Russia is going to roll out the CBDC pilot with real consumers in April. So we need to be preparing for that because this is going to have a major impact globally and potentially affect us when we go shopping for everything we buy, inflation, price increases, but most importantly, food and petroleum-based products. The Bank of Russia is preparing to roll out the first consumer pilot for the nation's central bank digital currency, CBDC, on April 1st, April 1, 2023. And Russia's central bank is set to soon debut the first real-world digital ruble transactions involving 13 local banks and several merchants. First Deputy Governor Olga Skorobogatova, I think I said that. That's what she says, okay? She's saying that we plan to launch the digital ruble project on April 1 with transactions involving individual transfers as well as payments in trade and service enterprises. And yeah, so CBDC is coming, folks. The deputy governor clarified that general customers would not be able to participate in the pilot in the first stage, as the banks will enter the pilot with chosen customers only. So what does that mean? Will we face a similar situation here in America as U.S. citizens, as U.S. consumers and taxpayers? When our CBDC takes over, will it be limited to only certain classes of people, only certain groups of people? Like I'm saying, we need to be paying attention to what's going on, because we got to be prepared for when this happens, because more than likely what's going to happen is it's going to happen quick, fast, and in a hurry overnight. Shit's going to hit the fan, folks, and you're not going to have time to get ready. You're going to have been ready already, okay? We've already received a notification from the FDIC that the banks are going to shut down on a Friday, and that means more than likely on a Saturday or a Monday or a Tuesday, CBDC is going to be here before you know it. The news comes amid some Russian officials claiming that the Bank of Russia is considering a potential gold-backed token targeting cross-border transactions. Bank of Russia's first deputy governor, Vladimir Chistu, I can't say that one, believes that such a golden token will help Russia create a new attractive investment product and build a demand payment method in international settlements. I mean, it's kind of hard to argue with a currency backed by gold. You know, I would feel much better about my dollars if there was actually some tangible item locked in a vault somewhere that just solidified how much my money was actually worth, rather than just saying, meh, it is worth what it's worth today, but tomorrow it'll be worth less. Why? Because of inflation, because of the strength globally, because people are losing faith in it. Their belief is nowhere near as strong as it once was, and our government continuously pushes more and more ways to encourage people to distrust them and the money that they work to earn and are ultimately paying through the nose for in taxes and these ridiculous government salaries. Folks, this is some crazy stuff going on globally, worldwide, not to mention here locally. And also, you know, we still have cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, XRP, Ripple, and a variety of other tokens. If we could have a token backed by gold, that'd be a game changer. What do you guys think? Comment down below, let me know.